Hi, I'm Guider Natalie, and it's a gorgeous day, and I'm getting ready for the Great Canadian Camp-In on Saturday, June 6th. And what I'm going to be doing, and what a bunch of my guides are going to be doing, is sleeping in our backyards. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, but what do you need to sleep in your backyard? Well, lots of people like to sleep in a tent. And if you've never pitched a tent before, there are a couple of tricks and hints on how to pitch a tent. So come with me and I'll show you how to do it. First, we want a place that's nice and flat. Not on a hill, not on a slope, not at the bottom of the hill, not at the top of a hill. You don't want to be at the bottom of a hill because if it rains, then you're going to get soaked. You don't want to be at the top of the hill because if there's thunder and lightning, well, you could get hit by the lightning, and that's not safe. So it's best if it's nice and flat. And luckily for me, my backyard is flat like a pancake. So that's perfect. The second thing I want to check out is there no sticks or stones underneath. I want to make sure that I'm not going to pitch my tent on top of a bunch of sticks or stones, because that A, won't be comfortable, and B, could poke a hole through my tent fabric, and that wouldn't be good. Now, the next thing is only for if you have a dog in your backyard. If you've got a dog in your backyard, then your dog might go poop in your backyard, and you really don't want to pitch your tent on top of dog poop. So watch out for that too. So now I found a flat, level space. I've picked up and thrown away all the sticks. I think I'm ready to start to pitch my tent. First, you're going to need a ground sheet, something waterproof that the moisture won't come up from the ground. You're going to need that under your tent. Even if your tent has a waterproof membrane for a floor, I highly recommend that you put something underneath. That way you definitely know that you're waterproof. Okay, my tent consists of three things. One, the tent itself. Two, the fly, that's all kind of squished up. And three, the poles, all in there. They all have to go together. Now, my tent is not the same as your tent, but more than likely your tent will have the same principles. There should be the tent itself, there should be sleeves that the poles go through, and then there should be a fly over top of everything. And of course, you've got your ground sheet underneath. Each tent will go up slightly differently, but it's always pretty much the same thing. Put the ground sheet down, make your poles long, put the right pole through the right sleeve, put the tent up, put the butt of the pole into a cotter pin, and put the fly on, put your guy ropes on, put your pegs down, not necessarily in that order. Maybe you want to put your pegs down, your brailing pegs along the outside before you put your guy lines out. But again, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Let's watch. So that's how you put up this kind of tent. As I said, your tent is probably a little different, but it could be pretty similar too. Now this tent I bought in 1999 when I was in the Yukon at Camp Spruce Woods. I think that's the name of the Girl Guide camp just outside of Whitehorse. So what you might find if you want to buy a new tent, or if you've bought a tent since 1999, it might have a little bit different features than this. But they all have the fly. And this is my vestibule. My vestibule, just like the front foyer in your house. My fly for getting in. My front door. Where's my zipper? And then my inside. This is a four-person tent. And because I made sure to find a spot that had no sticks, no rocks, flat and level, and no dog poop, it's super comfy inside, and I am going to sleep out here nice and cozy for the Great Canadian Camp-In on Saturday, June 6th. I hope you do it too. I'm Guider Natalie. I'll see you soon. So how do you register for the Great Canadian Camp-In? It's super simple. Just go to the Girl Guides of Canada website, look for Guiding at Home events, and click there, and it's free. It's free. It doesn't cost any money, and it's open to everybody, not just members of Girl Guides of Canada. The Great Canadian Camp-In is Saturday, June 6th.